is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to Bruce and Stephanie Comics. My name is Bruce, and it's time for comic book speculation recommendations, the video where I look into the future at final order cutoff and new comic book day of next week. That's right, we're looking into the future, and it's important to note that because I want to give you guys enough time to put in your orders for FOC, but you guys need to do your research before you do that. And I also want to give you enough time to reach out to your local LCS and let them know, hey, I was watching Bruce and Stephanie Comics. He mentioned some books in that video that I thought was good spec. I did my own research. I agree with him, and I would like some extra copies of those books because I would like to try to make this hobby fund itself. Just like each and every speculation recommendations video, there are two things I will always remind you guys about, and the first thing is to always do your own research. And this is very important because you guys are going to be spending your own hard-earned money on these books, and if these books do not pan out, that's your money you spent, and you're looking at me going, hey, dummy, that was bad spec. But I'm gonna look back at you and be like, did you do your own research? Did you cross-reference? Are there YouTubers you trust? Are there comic book websites that you trust? Or are there comic book apps that you trust? And then take all that homework, pile it up, sift through it, check off all the things that you want for good spec, and then buy the books. And if you didn't, I'm gonna be like, guys, you guys didn't do your own research, so that way you guys did not follow through with what I am suggesting right now, which is to always do your own research. And the second thing is that the books that I'm going to speak about today on FOC and New Comic Day can shift dates. It's a simple thing. These books sometimes shift for different reasons. I'm not going to get into the reasons in today's video because this is comic book speculation, not why books shift dates on FOC and New Comic Day. But sometimes I will speak about a book on FOC and it will happen, it will show up again on FOC. And also same thing with New Comic Day. But that's the warning that sometimes these books do shift. Let's jump in to my two runners-up to final order cutoff spec. There were two books on FOC this upcoming week that did not meet the criteria for my spec list, but guys, these books are so cool that I'm going to tell you guys about them anyways, in case you guys are also interested in these books and you guys want to get an order in for these. And the first book up is a cover lover book, so isn't the second one, but the first one is Black Widow number 11. This is pure cover lover. This features Natasha Romanoff on the cover holding a gun, shooting it, and the smoke coming from the gun is like helping partition her dress. It is just so freaking dope. The cover is so amazing, and I'm buying this purely on the cover, but I'm also buying it because Kelly Thompson is writing an amazing story in Black Widow, in my opinion. I really enjoy it, but this cover is just so fire. And the second book is also for my cover lovers, like I mentioned before. And guys, this is Iron Man number 12, the Raza Miles Morales 10th anniversary edition. It has Miles in his costume behind a set of turntables, but if you look closely enough, is that the first appearance of an Iron Man Funko on cover? Am I breaking that news right now? Is this book gonna blow up because this is the first appearance of the Iron Man Funko? No, but this is just a dope cover, and I wanted to bring it to you guys' attention in case you guys haven't seen it on other speculators videos. But guys, this cover is so dope. Miles Morales is getting all the love, and I just love that little Iron Man Funko. Alright guys, the first book up on final order cutoff list is Harley Quinn, the animated series, the Eat, Bang, Kill Tour. Now this is a team up of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy featured in a road trip adventure. But that's not the important thing, and that's not the reason why I put it on my FOC spec list. It is because I believe the first cover kiss between Harley and Poison Ivy. They've kissed within the guts of a book before. I think there's like 6 kisses throughout history within the comic book, but featuring it on the cover is a big deal. It's a big deal for the LGBTQ plus community, and I am going to support this cover, and I think you guys should as well because they don't get enough love. They don't get enough love. There's not enough characters and everything abound for that community. It's a strong community. I want to support that community, and this is the first kiss between Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy on cover for everyone to see. You don't need to go flipping through the guts. You can get this book slab and be proud of it and show it off in your collection. And I just think it's a cool cover. It's also cool that it's the animated series. It's not like it's made for adults. This is the animated series. So this is a story for our younger audience, I believe. And that's just super cool that you're showing the love for the LGBTQ community for a slightly younger audience than the normal line. But that is the first book on FOC, Harley Quinn, the animated series, the Eat, Bang, Kill Tour. And the second book on my FOC list is Eternals Thanos Rises, the one-shot. This is the origin of Thanos, specifically the civil war that led to his creation. We always say the origin story of a character is always important, and this is the origin story of what made Thanos Thanos. Thanos is a big character within the MCU. He's already did his thing, so maybe this book won't be as popular, But in the future, when they reprise his role and you have the origin story of what created him, could be important. And that is why this is on the spec list, because this is the origin of what created Thanos. And the third book on my FOC list, which is the last book on my FOC list, is Primordial #1. Now, this is a new book from Image Comics. It's written by Jeff Lemire and art by Andre Sorrentino. Now, I'm gonna read the synopsis for you guys because this is why I'm into this book. I'm also behind everything Jeff Lemire is doing. I don't think he's getting enough love within his properties being optioned for things, but I think that's gonna happen down the line, so that's why I'm putting this book on this list. But guys, let's read the synopsis of this book. Mind-bending sci-fi collides with the Cold War thriller in the 6-issue miniseries by the best-selling and Eisner Award-winning creative team behind Gideon Falls. In 1957, the USSR launched the dog Laka into the Earth's orbit. 2 years later, the USA responded with 2 monkeys, Abel and Baker. These animals never returned. Now, unbeknown to everyone, they did not die in orbit. Oh no, they did not die. They were taken. And now they are coming home. What? That sounds awesome. The cover that we have right now by Andre Sorrentino is absolutely gorgeous. It's Jeff Lemire, Andre Sorrentino. This book could be optioned down the line. I really think it could. So that is why Primordial #1 is on my spec list. It is a little bit of a long shot, but sometimes you just gotta add these to the book, add these to the list to make you guys look at these indies books. It is time to jump into my new comic book day spec list for August 25th of 2021. Before we jump into the 2 spec books that I found coming out on New Comic Book Day of August 25th of 2021, there are 3 runners-up that I didn't think the spec was super strong, but I did want to mention to you guys in case you guys were into these more than I am. And the first book up is The Fantastic Four #35. Again, this is the first appearance of Scion, the last descendant of Kang, which could be pretty important or could be nothing. Because again, if you're into the Kang spec and you want to have everything Kang, this book is for you. The next book is Wonder Girl #3. This is possible the first appearance of Eros. Unclear if this is the new version of Eros or one that previously appeared in DC. If it is the old one, then it's not new and it's not really that important. But if it is a new one, this is could be a first appearance, and Wonder Girl is such a great book. Next and last on my runners-up is Avengers Annual #1. I've talked about this in the FOC video before, but this is the first appearance of a new character that is said to have beaten Captain America and Iron Man within an inch of their lives. Not 2 inches, not 3 inches, oh no, within an inch of their lives. Which is such a stupid saying. But guys, those are my 3 runners-up, and let's jump into the 2 books that made my New Comic Book Day spec list. And the first book on New Comic Book Day spec list is a book for my cover lovers. I love giving books for my cover lovers, and the first one is The Amazing Spider-Man #72, the Pacific Islander in Asian American variant cover featuring Silk by In-Huk Lee. This cover is gorgeous, and everything Silk right now seems to be blowing up because we know she's coming to some series, Disney Plus, MCU, some kind of Sony universe. We don't know where she's coming, but there is something happening for Silk, and I think it's important to have all the cool covers, all the first appearances, the second appearances, cameos, and all that jazz. So that is why Amazing Spider-Man #72, the In-Huk Lee variant cover, is the first book on my New Comic Book Day spec list. And the second and last book on my New Comic Book Day spec list is Darkhawk #1. This is the first appearance of Connor Young as Darkhawk. So we have a new person taking up the mantle. And again, if you have a first appearance of a new character, why not pick up at least a copy or 2? Is this character going to be important? I'm not sure. Just like I talked about it, this book when it was on FOC, this could be important because they are trying to make all the new characters younger. This is a 17-year-old boy taking up the mantle of Darkhawk. So we're getting Kate Bishop, we're getting Kamala Khan, we're getting all these young characters, and so this could be an easy character for the MCU to pull into a Disney Plus series or the big screen. But I can't see them bringing in Darkhawk to the big screen. But the small screen, like Disney Plus, this could be a great character for them to bring in. So that is why I am suggesting Darkhawk #1 for the last book on my New Comic Book Day spec list for you guys. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for my comic book speculation recommendations video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do you guys agree with any of the books that I spoke about in today's video? Did I miss any books on FOC or New Comic Book Day for this upcoming week? I don't know. I really don't know. I went through everything. I thought I found everything, but maybe I missed something because I'm human, guys. I make mistakes sometimes. But let me know down in the comments below if I'm nuts, because you guys know I am. I'm obviously crazy, but I'm crazy for comics. Crazy for comics. All right, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys are smashing the like button if you guys are not subscribed yet, because some of you guys are watching and you are not subscribed. So make sure you guys get yourself subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications. We post videos every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and we go live on Fridays. All right, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.